In this tutorial, we'll explore how EventManager can simplify your Unity project by eliminating unnecessary dependencies and making your code more maintainable. EventManager is all about writing less but more efficient code. Okay, so let's get started. Installing EventManager is straightforward. Once you bought it from the Unity Asset Store, you need to go to Window, Package Manager, select My Assets, we then proceed to download it, and when it's done, we import it. After this, there's really no additional setup required. You can immediately start creating and managing events, whether your project is brand new or already in progress. We'll create a new script. As you can see in here, the package is already loaded with all its scripts, which you can access and modify as you wish, as they're open source. You can see we even have a few example events here. Okay, let's create our own event now. We'll name it on enemy dead, which will be a perfect event to call when an enemy has just died, and we want specific systems or game objects to know about this so they can react in some way, like play an audio, particles, update the score, drop some coins, etc. Now the only thing we need to make this class an event is make it inherit from base event. Additionally, we should add the serializable attribute to the event class, as it will be useful when implementing an event listener or event dispatcher, which we'll talk about in a later video. Let's go back to our script and trigger this new event we just created. This will send a message that will be received to every subscriber of the On Enemy Dead event. Now, we need someone to subscribe to this, so we'll create a new script. Here we can subscribe with just one line of code, where we specify which function, which we will call callback, will be called when the unanimated event is triggered. Let's go ahead and try this in the editor and see if it's working. Okay, received enemy dead event. As you can see, it's working nicely. Let's spice things up a bit. Right now we're not sending any data, but we may want to know certain parameters to react accordingly to the recently triggered event. For example, we may want to know which enemy died and how much damage it received. Now, we'll send this new data when we trigger the event, and then we'll print this on the console to check. Let's check in Unity now. Oh, I forgot to add a space in there, but you can see it's working perfectly. Okay, so that's the end of this short tutorial. As you can see, we went from importing the asset to using our very first event in less than 10 minutes. There's a lot more that you can do with EventManager, so I'll share a link of the documentation page in the description. Cheers!